Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're cooking with a Thermomix again, and what we're doing is the nation's favourite. We're cooking Chinese. Now, did you know that most British households spend on average £107 a month on their Chinese takeaway? It's the nation's favourite, always has been, and I dare say it always will be. What we're doing is we're going to do 4 dishes today, and the average sort of price that most people will pay when they get their takeaway will be round about £25–30 for each one. Well, did you know that with the Thermomix, for £36 a month, you can create your own takeaways, not only Chinese, but Indian and lots of other things as well. Now, what we're doing today is 4 dishes. We're doing a basmati rice, which is what you would normally order, or a jasmine rice. And we're doing oil-free honey wings. And we're also doing sweet and sour pork, and then some stir-fry noodles. And at the end of that, we're going to throw in some crackers. So let's crack on and cook a Chinese meal with Thermomix. Right, the first of our dishes that we're going to cook is the sweet and sour pork ribs. They really are lovely. Now, what I've got here is the pork ribs that have just come out of the fridge. They've been portioned to an even size, and these will go in as part of the cooking process. First thing on our Thermomix, push the start cooking button, and it asks us to put 20 grams of vegetable oil in. So very simple, 20 grams of vegetable oil. Take the mixing cup off and push the tare button so that we go back to 0, and there we have 16, 17. It doesn't matter if you don't use the entire amount that it says. It can actually be more healthy for you to use less oil, so it doesn't make an awful lot of difference. Next stage of the process, push next, and we have 10 grams of fresh ginger. Now, when you cut ginger, don't waste it. It's not cheap. There's a little tip for you. Get your ginger, and instead of just chopping a lump off and then peeling it, cut it, take the back of a spoon, and with the back of the spoon, just scrape away like that. And it is so simple. And there you have peeled ginger without loads and loads of waste. This product isn't cheap anymore, so don't waste it, use it wisely. So that's that. And then, best Blue Peter fashion, here's one that I prepared earlier. So what we'll do is we'll do what it's asked there. We'll put in 10 grams of fresh, thinly sliced ginger. So we're already there with our tare button. It's got actually -2. We'll push it again, and here we go. 3, almost there. 5, 8, 9, and a little bit for luck, and that's that part of the process. Then we push next, and on there insert the measuring cup into the bowl. Next, right, it's going to cook for 3 minutes at 120 degrees, which is pretty hot, and we turn this dial to the very first mark there, and there we are. That's going, and we've just got to wait 3 minutes for that to finish. Okay, we're coming to the end of that first part of the cooking process, and you can see it's done that. It just takes a few seconds and it automatically cools down. We'll push that to stop, and we'll push our next button, and it's going to ask us for the pork. So we've got 500 grams of free-range pork ribs. We get these from a butcher in Islington, and he really does have good quality stock. So we take the lid off, put in our pork ribs into there like that, and push the next button. Add rock sugar. Well, I couldn't get rock sugar, so what we're going to use is granulated sugar. I've just got some that's a little bit lumpy. So what we're doing is we're going to put 50 grams in here. So we push the tare button, get that back to 0, and here we go. 21, 30, 35, 42, a little bit stuck in the bowl. That's fine, 44 is good. Right, next one. Oh, I like this bit. This is 30 grams of rice wine, Shaoxing rice wine. Now, here we have Shaoxing rice wine. I've already put some in the glass, but what I'm going to do, because I've never drank this neat before, I've drunk plenty of whiskey, I'm going to have a little taste of this and just see what it's like. Lovely, got a bit of a sour note, but it's very passable. You could drink that in an evening. I won't pour from the same glass that I put in there. I'll put that down and I will now add in the amount that it's asked for, which is 30 grams. So we've gone back to 0 on our tear and we will put in 30 grams. Tastes nice, I don't mind if I go a little bit over. There we are, just a few grams over. Right, push our next button and it is asking us for 50 grams of rice vinegar. Okay, here we have it, our rice vinegar as bought from Toho, already measured out, so we'll put that in. And our next button, again, 15 grams of light soy sauce. Here we have it, light soy sauce, already measured out. And we'll put that one in. Next one, I know it's going to ask this, which is the dark soy sauce. So there we are, 15 grams of dark soy sauce. This one's a bit thicker, takes a little bit of time to come out, so we'll just help that out. That's that done. And next, insert cup into measuring lid, which we've already done. Put that on there. Next, this is the process that takes the time to cook it all the way through. Remember, it's pork. We want to make sure it's cooked. 25 minutes. Aroma, which is the hottest setting, and we just turn that round to there. And there we are, we've just got to wait for that. So, see you soon. Right, there we have it. That's the end of the cooking process. And there we have our instructions to serve hot. We've got our beautiful sweet and sour pork ribs. So we're going to plate these up now. Nice clean white plate. Make sure you've got nothing on the plate. Just take this out. And does this smell good? Wow. Look at that. That looks amazing. It really is good. It's as good as you'll get from any takeaway. I've eaten out at many takeaways, lots of them in Soho, so I know what I'm talking about when it's good food. And here we go. Pour this out onto the plate. Look at that. Lovely, lovely sticky sauce there. This is absolutely gorgeous. Can't wait to eat it. Okay, let's get all this goodness out of here. Pour all that delicious sauce out over the top. Your guests will not be able to wait for this. Okay, and there we are. We'll just clean up the plate a little bit. Presentation is everything. And what we're going to do is just add some sesame seeds on there. And this just a nice little touch. Spread a few seeds over. Gives a lovely little crunch to the dish. And there we have it. Sweet and sour pork ribs. Enjoy. Right, having done our sweet and sour pork, we're now on to the next part of our takeaway, which is oil-free honey chicken wings. Right, gorgeous. Who doesn't love a sticky chicken wing? Right, so the first part of the process I've already done because you have to marinate the chicken in the fridge for 30 minutes. So part of it is you put a bowl on top of the Thermomix. So go there and it says place a large bowl on top and get the weight down to the 0, and then the next thing is put in soy sauce, light soy sauce, then put in dark soy sauce, and then put in some oyster sauce, a tablespoon of salt, and then marinate it in the fridge. Right. That's what it looks like after it's been marinated in the fridge. So we'll now go to the next step on here. So we push next, and it says 10 grams of lump sugar. So here we have our lump sugar, which goes into the bowl. And then next, it's asking 20 grams of shallots. So we've got our shallots over here. They've already been peeled, chopped up very finely. We'll now put those in. Push down the tare weight. There we are. As I've said before, it doesn't matter if it's over or under by a huge amount. Next, 10 garlic cloves. Sounds a lot, but this is a garlicky dish. So in they all go. There's all our garlic cloves. Next, insert measuring cup into the lid on here. That's what we're doing now. Next, and we just push that round all the way around. It's on speed 1, and this is what's called turbo. Only goes for a second. Next, scrape down the sides. We've had to scrape it down because that quick turbo has put everything up the side of the bowl. Remember not to bang this on the side of your bowl. Next, put in the marinated chicken. I have washed my hands. We'll put all of this in. Lovely. Scrape out any juices that are there. Just give a quick little stir around. And next, insert the measuring cup, which we've done. Put on the lid. Next, 14 minutes, really high temperature, which is called varoma. And then we just turn this round to the setting indicated. And that's it. That's all we're going to do. Just wait for that to go through the process. So we'll see you soon. Okay, there we are. We've come to the end of that part of the cooking process. As before, it cools down for 8 seconds before it allows you to carry on. And we will now push. Next, it's asking us for 20 grams of honey. So here we are, some runny honey. Be careful how you take this off because you're going to get a lot of steam come out. So what I do, I use the spatula, just wedge that under there, pull that off so I don't burn my fingers. Put in the honey. One thing I should have told you, which you can remember next time, is you can also warm your honey up in the microwave a little bit, and that way it just speeds up the process of the amount of time it takes to go into there. Right, that's that done. And next, I like this bit again, this is the Shaoxing rice wine. So we put in 20 grams of the Shaoxing rice wine, which I've got over here. There we are, same one that we used earlier. And we'll get our tare to go back to 0. And we put in 20 grams of the rice wine. A little bit over, but it's a good taste. It's not going to hurt anybody. And next is insert the measuring cup back into the lid. Next, quick process, 30 seconds, cooking again on varoma, and we turn it all the way around to the first mark, which is there. And we'll just wait for that. And what that's doing, it's just reversing the blade. It's not actually chopping it, it's putting the blade backwards. You can see that by the little symbol there. Right, there we are, that's part of the process done. Push the next button, transfer chicken wings to a serving dish and serve hot. This is the good bit. Okay, here we've got our serving dish. Nice clean plate. Take this off and mind the steam. And let's give you a view of that. Now we come up to the part where we serve our lovely oil-free chicken wings. All that lovely sauce there. What a portion that is. I mean, that's for 4 people. Beautiful. Really, really nice. Make sure there's nothing stuck in the bottom, which there is, just my luck. There we are, all out. And then just to finish this off, what we'll do is we'll put a few black poppy seeds on the top. Just gives a little bit of texture to it. And once again, the same as the other dish, we're going to put some crunchy sesame seeds on top. That looks lovely. Better than any takeaway I've seen. That's it, all done, ready to eat. Beautiful oil-free honey chicken wings. Enjoy it. Right, okay. Whenever we order a Chinese, we usually order stir-fried vegetables. So what we're doing now is Thermomix version of Chinese stir-fried vegetables. I've already advanced a couple of the processes because it's just a bit boring to watch me do it. So we'll push the start cooking process, and it's asking us for 1 long red chilli, de-seeded if necessary. I leave a few seeds in there because I like a little bit of heat, and then a couple of garlic cloves, and then 10 to 15 grams of freshly sliced ginger. Okay, there we are. There's that part of the process already done. Push the next button. It's asking us to push this into here. So, in that goes. Put the lid back on, and this is going to be very quick. 3 seconds, hardly any temperature, and not much in the way of speed. It goes round to number 7. Takes just a few seconds, and we push next, and it's going to ask us to scrape down the sides of the bowl. So once it's opened up, we're scraping that down because everything has all got mixed up there. So scrape that down, like it said, back into there. Slightly hot. Next, 30 grams of peanut oil. Okay, we've got a lovely peanut oil here. Got this from Chinatown yesterday, really nice one. I've already measured it out, so we'll pour that into there. So I know it's the correct amount. Next, insert the lid into the top, which we've already done. Next, 3 minutes, 120 degrees, speed 1. That's it. Wait for 3 minutes and then that part is done. Okay, here we are. We've come to the end of that part of the process, and it's just cooling down for 8 seconds before it asks us to go to the next step. So we'll push next, and it's asking us to put in 500 grams of mixed vegetables. Now we've already got all this ready, so I'll just take that lid off. Okay, and we're putting our 500 grams of mixed vegetables. Got a lovely selection of vegetables here. We've got chili, broccoli, pak choi, shiitake mushrooms, red and yellow peppers, and some oyster mushrooms as well. We'll place those into the bowl. Also got some carrots in here as well. And just for good measure, while we were in Chinatown, I saw some really nice bean sprouts. So I'm going to put a few of those in there as well. The recipe doesn't call for it, but you can actually put in what you like. So, a few fresh bean sprouts, and they are fresh as well. Just a handful in there. Put that in, give it a little stir. Can't put too many in because it will all start coming out of the bowl. Right, lid on, and next, right, 1 pinch of salt, if necessary. I'm not going to put it in, I'll leave it up to the guests to put salt in if they want to. And next we put in some oyster sauce. You can put in soy sauce or oyster sauce. I actually prefer the taste of oyster sauce. I think it's a little bit richer. Can't put too much in because otherwise it can kill the taste of it. Just a small amount. Okay, lid back on, and next, top back in. Next, 7 minutes, 100 degrees, stirring. So we turn that to that, and we're just going to wait till 7 minutes, and then that's that one done. Okay, here we go, just on the last part of the process. It's just cooling down, just to let the machine do the last couple of parts, and there we are. 1 second, done. Push next, serve immediately. Stir fry vegetables, Chinese style. Whoa, look at that, hey? That's something else, isn't it? Beautiful stir-fried vegetables. Put those into a lovely clean bowl. Got lots of juices there. Oh, this looks good. All those lovely, delicious flavours. Low calorie as well. No frying involved here. That's it. Okay, there you are. That's that finished. All we have to do now is boil our rice. Okay, last part of the process is we've got some boiled rice. I've already prepared this earlier, but what I want to do is show you the important feature that we've got on here, which is actually a rice cooker. So I'll put this to one side and I'll show you the process of what you do. So you go on to your setting for rice, tells you how much you want to put in. So we would put in, for our purposes, 300 grams of rice. Then the next thing is we would add just some vegetable oil in there, lifting the top up, putting the vegetable oil in. And then next is fine sea salt. And then next you place the simmering basket on the top of that instead of the lid, because you want the steam to escape. You don't want it trapped in by the measuring cup. And next, here it is, the rice cooker. So you would have your rice in there, you turn that dial around there, and that will then cook for 30 minutes. And when that's done, that's it. That's your rice over and done with. Okay, there we have it. There's our beautiful homemade Chinese meal done in the Thermomix. We've got our beautiful chicken wings, stir-fried vegetables, sweet and sour pork, boiled rice with chives, and we've even got some prawn crackers. All right, I didn't make the prawn crackers, they're shop bought. You don't want to do those at home, there's a lot of oil involved and even more calories. Now remember, you can buy all of this and it'll cost you about £8 to make in a Thermomix. If you go to your takeaway, you're probably looking at near enough 35 for the same amount. This will feed 4 people. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe to my YouTube. And remember, you can buy a Thermomix off of me via my Facebook page, where I'll be only too pleased to come round, give you a demonstration and sell you one of our fantastic machines. Thanks again for watching. See you next week with another